Tonight's topic, like I said earlier, is embracing your new identity. As we are working on healthy habits, we are coming from a long line of unhealthy habits, right? Like we have struggled with unhealthy habits for many, many years, and we have got ourselves into these rituals that has not served us, that has put us in situations that we do not want to be in. And so we're creating a new version of ourselves. So yes, we're establishing tangible habits like better nutritional strategies, workout routines, water, better sleep habits. We're establishing these tangible habits, but none of this is going to stick long term unless we embrace the new identity that it takes to sustain these habits. So I want to go over that as we do our chat today. So the number one topic or topic that I want to talk about is what we say matters. What comes out of our mouth matters. And I'm sure that we say limiting things. We say limiting beliefs that we have instilled in ourselves from childhood, from traumas, from diagnosis. I mean, whatever things that we've been through, we have adopted some limiting beliefs that has held us back from becoming the woman that we want to become. The vision that we have for ourselves, that limiting belief is holding us back, and we say it. And I want you to be thinking about what you say that is not in alignment with the woman that you want to become. Now, here are some examples. People have said in the past, well, I'm just going to be big forever because it's part of my genetics. Y'all know, you've heard that, right? And yes, genetics play a role, but we don't want to give power to genetics. We don't want to give power to that. And so sometimes we say that to just take the pressure off of us because it's hard, right? It's hard working on these workouts. It's hard eating healthy all the time and working on ourselves. It's resiliency. And so sometimes it could be easy to say, well, I'm just going to be big. It's part of my genetics. And I want you to think about that, because it limits you to your full potential when we set that limiting belief as part of who we are. If we identify ourselves as, hey, I'm just going to be big. I'm just a big woman. That's one that has been brought up. Another thing is just limiting ourselves with establishing healthy habits. So for example, I've heard, well, I don't eat any vegetables because I just don't like the texture. Okay. But in an alignment with who we want to be a healthy and fit woman. So it makes sense that to be that woman, we have to have some forms of vegetables coming in our body because of the nutritional value that we get from those. So if we limit our belief to, I'm just not a person that's going to eat vegetables, then you're limiting to become the woman that you want to be, which is healthy and fit. The same thing with water. I've heard in the past, well, I just can't drink plain water. But if we really think about the amount of water a healthy and fit woman needs, right, is a lot. It's a lot, y'all know. If we are not drinking at least the majority of that as plain water, then we're going to be getting in a lot of things that we don't need. So if you're like, well, I get my water in tea, okay, but do you need that much tea? Because too much of things is still unhealthy. Do I have a problem with tea? No, but we want the majority to be plain water. Or it could be, well, I get my water in drinking the artificial sweeteners, like whatever they're called. I don't even know, the flavored packets. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're getting 80 ounces of flavored packets, that's a lot of artificial sugar that is going through your body, and that is very toxic to your body. So we got to think about what limiting beliefs, that's just some examples, okay? But you got to think about what a healthy and fit woman needs in her day-to-day life, that you need to lay down some of those limiting beliefs so you can achieve that. And it stems back to childhood and traumas and things that we have put up limiting beliefs so to be comfortable, to be okay with that. And it's hard, but we have to break down those limiting beliefs so we can become the true version, or the healthiest and fit version that we want to become. We can also let our diagnosis, illnesses, diseases, we can let them hold us back. I'm not saying that they're not true and accurate. Yes, obviously, if you have situations, I don't even know, there's all kinds. But we still don't want to be a victim to that. We want to be an overcomer. So I'm going to become the healthiest and fittest version, and I'm going to find solutions so I can achieve this no matter what I'm dealing with, no matter what circumstance. If I have diabetes, if I have, I don't know, what's another one? Kidney transplant, any of these things, right? Like, they slow us down sometimes. The fibromyalgia, right? Like, they slow us down, but we are not victim to them. We are not victim. We are an overcomer. So we will find the solution. We will keep moving forward to create our vision. That journey, Nunu's journey, Mary's journey, Laura's journey, Karen's journey, none of those journeys are going to look alike, but we are overcomers. We deal with the circumstance that we're dealt, but we will never give up on our healthy and fit version that we have. Okay, that was subtopic 1. Subtopic 2 is affirmations can change your future. As women, and especially high achiever women, which is mostly all of you, you always are the go-getter. You excel in your careers, or you excel in the things that you find important. That's overachievers. Like Rebecca, being mom, I talked to Rebecca today. Rebecca, I told her that it's unbelievable how well she's doing with 2 small little children at home, needing her at all times, and she is just overachieving all the things that I am giving her, and she is doing and implementing, and I love it. She has that high achiever mentality. So all of us have that. Like, I believe all of us have that, or you wouldn't be here seeking help so you can accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. And so it's very natural to be hard on ourselves, to put ourselves down when we don't feel like we're doing good enough. And that can spiral. If we're hard on ourselves and we're telling ourselves, oh gosh, can you not get this right? Can you not do this? Can you not get all your workouts in? Like, seriously, it's easy. Like, talking to yourself in a very negative way is only going to slow your process down and derail you. And it's not fair. Why are we still in the quality of our days? Why are we still in the quality of our lives with a negative self-talk? Affirmations can change your life because they help create a more positive self-image of yourself. And I was reviewing some of my old videos today, because I've been sharing some of my old videos with Rebecca because I think it's good for her. And I was reviewing one earlier. It wasn't one that I've sent you, Rebecca, but it was one that I was thinking about sending you. And I was listening to how I was talking about affirmations. Young Summer back in the day, she was saying this stuff, and I was like, you're so good, girl. But I was like saying, and I'm sure Mary remembers this because Mary's been around with me, but I remember saying, we're our biggest advocates. We have to uplift ourselves. Like, we have to encourage ourselves. No matter if we feel like we're failing on some days, we say, girl, you are badass. Hey, you are strong. You're resilient. You can do this. Because when we give ourselves that kind of affirmations, we naturally become our biggest advocate. We build our self-worth up by affirmations. And I remember from even before marriage time, even before that, I remember the struggles that I was going through, and I struggled with self-worth. I struggled with self-worth because I was in an environment that didn't help me create that those feelings for myself. And so I remember just always writing, and today I don't have to do that because I've grown a lot. But if we're struggling with self-worth, I encourage you to write down affirmations so you can see them. And I remember this was the early days of when Mary was with me. I would get up every morning and I would write affirmations down. I would write, you are strong, you are resilient, you are going to accomplish X, Y, and Z. And I would do this because I didn't truly, I don't want to say believe it, but it seemed difficult. And I would struggle. I didn't have the best emotional stableness that I have now. And so I was like, I have to keep my emotions stable and not let fear in, not let hopelessness in. And because of the self-worth, it was a struggle. So I practiced those affirmations over and over. And then I just naturally became my biggest advocate, and I just believed them. And I believe them today, and it has helped me create the woman that I am today, which is way more confident than I was even 5 years ago or even 10 years ago. Even Mary can say that because she was with me. So affirmations do work. You might think it's frou-frou, but they work. They work. And we cannot let the negative self-talk in. It's no room. It's no room. Okay, subtopic number 3 is it's time to raise our standards, ladies. There's things that we did in the old versions of us that we should not allow in our life today. And even self-worth, like not allowing people in our environment that's disrespectful. That's one. Not allowing people to make us feel certain ways, because the new version of us, the future version, the identity shifting version is a person that's going to have these strong standards. I'm not going to allow these type of people or this negative talk in my environment for long at all. That's just a standard that I have. Also with our habits. Set those standards. I am a woman who works out. I am going to accomplish X, Y, and Z this week because it is a standard of that identity that I'm creating. Same thing with foods. I'm not opposed to having your treats, right? Like if you like Taco Bell, if you like some takeout Wendy's or whatever, if you like that stuff, that's fine. But the standard is I have got to nourish my body the majority of the week, because that's a standard. That means I have to eat foods that are nourishing, that's going to give me adequate protein, that's going to give me the antioxidants, the vitamins and minerals that my body needs to create longevity and vitality. And my standard is I have to get enough water. We have to raise our standards to become the woman that we want to become. And that's with nutrition, that's with fitness, that's with the relationships around us, that's with our routines, our bedtime routine, our morning routine. These are the standards that we have to put in place. And do we have to do it overnight? Of course not. Of course not. Me and Mary's been doing this a long time. Okay. It takes baby steps each day, each week, each month. And then you look back, and I look back and I'm like, wow, you've accomplished a lot. And that's what I want from y'all. I want you to raise those standards, put in the work, and celebrate you along the way, and then look back and be like, man, I've come a long way. Because I want us to grow in creating the healthiest and fittest version of us, even if we're 10 years older. Even if we're 15 years older, what's it gonna hurt for us to constantly setting goals, raising our standards, and even if we've mastered eating healthy, getting our workouts in, we're not done. It's about, okay, well, let's try variety now. Let's try to cook some meals, these meals that we've never done before. It's all about up-leveling every season that you're in. Okay, subtopic number 4. This is the last one on my list. As we are creating the version of us, the number 4 subtopic is, what legacy do you want to leave? What legacy do you want to leave? Because we are showing others what we're capable of. We are showing the people around us, kids, grandkids, moms, dads, sisters, friends. We are showing the people around us our standards. And if you're not setting those standards high enough, you're not inspiring other people. And you're not going to leave a powerful image for them. We want to inspire the people around us before we leave this earth one day. What are your values? What do you value? And yes, health and fitness, because it shows people that you take care of yourself, which earns respect. But the values that you uphold and you show others that this is valuable to you, this is being a true role model. This is being a true role model. And as right now, if there's people in your life that you are around a lot and they are not, doing the healthy and fit journey too, that's totally fine. I have done it without anyone around me doing it too. And this goes back to limiting beliefs, because I've heard people say, well, I can't do it because my spouse is not on board. That is a limiting belief. That goes back to what number was 1, I think. That goes back to number 1 on here. Because do not give power to people around you doing it. Yes, it makes it easier when your environment is helping you, but you've got to be the role model. You've got to show the value that you have in health and fitness. You show up and do your workout. You make your healthy meal or align it with them and still get your nourishing foods. You show up with your values, with your role model tendencies that we're building here, and you build that legacy for yourself. Because years from now, people are going to remember you as the woman who brought her salads to work, or you're the woman that's going to be snacking on fruit. You're the woman who's going to be getting her workouts in. Like Mary already is the woman who did her 52 weeks of workouts for you. Like, this is just, and y'all know that is inspiring. So show up, create your story, create your legacy, and turn around and inspire other people and be the role models. Nuno, you have unbelievable amount of people that would love to hear your story and be inspired by your story. So even on the days that you feel defeated, it is normal to feel defeated. It is normal to feel like we're not doing good enough. But we, as high achievers, we've got to give ourselves some self-compassion and realize that this is part of the journey and that you're never going to give up because you have adopted the healthy and fit lifestyle. So you're going to get back up and you're going to do whatever you can do that day. And then you're going to get back up and you're going to do whatever you can do that day. And you're going to keep moving forward because you're going to turn around and share this story, and it's going to inspire other people and change their lives. And you might not ever know them. You might not ever know them, but it was worth it to work through your stuff, build the resiliency, and inspire them, knowing that you can be at peace because you did the best you can, and you did turn around and show other people that it could be done. And we all are going through certain things that is a powerful story that somebody can relate to. Every one of us on this call can create a powerful story, and is creating a powerful story, and has inspired other people.